in another evening meeting.
We will. Because everybody loved it.
And okay, this young lady, I told her the day before, oh, you just telling you this tomorrow. I said, okay, but I'll tell you the that, but shouldn't laugh. Okay.
Just want to. Hello, Rattlers. Hello, Rattlers. Well, you get a homecoming win. That chant pretty loud today, huh? It does make a difference. Once again, we're going to let Leroy get his 3 pieces of chicken, and as soon as he gets finished, we'll get started.
Wish them about 2 o'clock then.
And we're waiting for it. We got a good crowd online, waiting for a few more people to get online, and we'll get started today. Doing good?
Yeah, man, how are you?
Good to see you. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Doing good. All right. Once again, how's everyone doing today? All right, Rattlers sound really good. Y'all look good. You survived homecoming. Welcome, Darryl Parks. How you doing, brother? Huh? I'm not gonna say that because they're what he know. I'd like to thank everyone who made it out to Joe Evans last week. Didn't we have a good time at Joe Evans last week?
No, I wasn't there.
Now, more people are telling me they want to do 220 Club After Dark. Because the ones that missed it, boy, I'm telling you. So we have Dr. Jackson and I and Selvin, we're going to have to figure that out. But it was fun. It was a great festive occasion. Great to see Michael Smith come out and as we celebrate him as he guides the Department of Athletics at this moment. We're going to be a little brief today. My company, Mega Ace Media, was awarded Minority Business of the Year, so I have to be at City Hall for a ceremony at 3. So at some point we're gonna run out of here today, but we're gonna get everything we got done. We got Coach Gokhan coming. Volleyball is doing well. You know, he's one of those coaches that at the beginning of the year, I said, Coach, you ready to repeat? Oh man, I don't know. I got all these new players and all these freshmen. I said, Coach, you recruited them. They got to be able to play. Well, I don't know. And now they've hit stride now. So I mean, I guess that's his thing. They say Jay Gaither used to do that. So, but Coach Gokhan and the Lady Rattler volleyball team is picking up steam, and we're very proud of them. I'm sure Selvin will give you some of that in his wrap up. We'll also have Coach Colzie. And one of the things that I do that I'm really proud of is to make sure we maintain our history. Whenever I can, and it's a part of history because the government's not going to save us. Right now, the government is suppressing history. So anytime I have an opportunity, and the company that I work for, HBCU Game Day, anytime we can do something that is historic, that's related to HBCUs, we're there. So the reason I look and sound like I'm on fumes is because This morning I was in Miami because I was at the football game last night in Miami. A very historic game, a very important game. FIU played Kennesaw State, for those who don't know. Willie Simmons versus Jerry Mack. Jerry Mack used to be the coach of North Carolina Central. Of the 4 years he was there, they won 3 consecutive MEAC championships. And of course, we know what Willie Simmons did, made a winner out of Prairie View, won the Celebration Bowl here with Florida A&M. There have only been 6 coaches total who have ever coached at an HBCU that have coached at the FBS level, and never have they met. So we were there last night for that historic game, and I didn't want to make them nervous, so I didn't talk about it before the game, but when I told them after the game, they were really shocked. And you can check on HBCU Game Day. We'll have the interviews up by tomorrow. But whenever we're in our endeavors, and I'm encouraging everyone, our history is being tried to be suppressed and erased and removed. We've got to do the job of preserving our history, especially for our HBCUs, because nobody else is going to do it. All right, now that I'm off that stump, I'd like to bring you the Executive Director of the Rattler Boosters on his way out, Selvin Cobb.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are going, I got a couple of announcements that I want to make. And that is, we are in partnership. When I say real partnership, I mean with the Rattler Boosters and with the Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club.
Amen.
I'm saying this because I hadn't gotten the final approval yet. But we're in negotiations, and it's going to come true. We are going to partnership with the 96.1 broadcast. Now, this broadcast is not only just for football; it's for all of the sports. This contract runs to the end of the year, all through the season. And so we're in partnership, and we're gonna help you to continue. And I tell people all the time that they should listen. I know the game's on TV, but they should listen to 96.1 on air, because Brian Fulford and Chester, they do an excellent job of bringing the game to us. So we should take the time to listen to them. I'm not saying that don't turn the TV on. Turn the TV on, but turn it down and listen to the history that they are giving us. So we want to do that this year. Also, we got some housekeeping things that we need to do, and that is on Friday. On Friday at 11:30 at the Host Hotel, and that's the Hyatt Grand Cypress. There's going to be a luncheon. Now the luncheon is $125, and it's a great event because you're gonna meet all of the players there from both teams. And there's a nice little banting with the 2 presidents, Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M. It's a great event, and I think that if by coming, that you would certainly enjoy it. So that's at Friday at 11:30, and we're gonna have that event on Friday. And on Saturday, now I know a lot of you are staying at the hotel, but we also will have a bus that will travel from the Grand Hyatt to Florida Classic. Now, if you ever driven around Tallahassee, not Tallahassee, but driven around Orlando, that's a real feat. But on this air-conditioned comfort bus, we get police escort from the hotel to the stadium. On the way back, we'll get a police escort from the stadium, which is Classic, back to the hotel. So there's going to be a normal fee. We haven't worked all the details out, but I know I'm going to tell you that put that on the list, because that's one of those things that you want to do. But before we get to Orlando, we are having for those folk. We have a lot of church-going members in the Rattler Boosters, and we like to be there on church on Sunday morning. So we are going to have a bus. The bus is going to leave from Bragg Stadium, 8:00 Saturday.
All right, man, I'm gonna get back to 2:20.
The bus will take you to the game and bring you back right after the game. We also are going to have students on this bus as well. So to ride this bus, you pay $125, and that's going to be your there and back. And for your students, you're going to pay $100, but you would get a free Rattler student fee, which is $50. That's going to be the fee. So you become a member of the Rattler Boosters for the students, and you get a chance to ride the bus for $50. So we expect that to be a nice fundraiser for us, and we expect for that to be a good way of getting our students to be involved in the Classic as well. The other thing that I have today is we have a drawing. We have had a membership drive, and we have got several new members, and we're going to have a drawing today. And I don't know we want to make sure that, I don't know whether we want to let one of the players or what. Well, we'll let all three of the players pick one number out of this bag. There are several names in this bag. I'm gonna have them pick it up. Then they're just gonna pull one number out, and that will bring 4 tickets for the Florida Classic. Okay, so it's 4 tickets for the Florida Classic. It's here in this bag. Okay, all right.
RJ and Ashley. Okay, Ashley just got out of class.
Okay, good.
Zach, you got a question?
Well, you mentioned that the students that ride the bus down
Yes.
join the Rattler Boosters, and a Rattler Booster membership for a student. I think you said 50 or 25.
50.
25.
Okay, 25. All right. Okay. Any other questions? All right, Vaughn?
All right.
I'm sorry, Sylvan, I was a little distracted. The people online on there talking about the tailgates, and I'm like writing down the names that I need to stop by the tailgate next year for homecoming. I mean, they got a serious chat about the tailgates at homecoming. There's a serious issue that I want the 220 Quarterback Club to get more involved at the university. I didn't see a single one of y'all at the concert Thursday night. I don't know why y'all wasn't there to support Lotto and Big Mama, and it was sold out before you got your ticket. I mean, how y'all miss Boss Man D-Lo? Come on now, how did y'all do that? I didn't see one of y'all there. Yeah, that was, I can say that the kids, from the response here and around the world from them posting the videos, that was an epic homecoming concert. So it was a great homecoming, and most importantly, I want to give a big shout out to Chief Audrey Alexander, because there were not many issues, if any, on campus. With so many HBCU homecomings being marred by things, but sometimes, you know, there were police cars and we couldn't go everywhere, but there was a purpose for it. Sometimes we got to understand there's a purpose. And so whatever they did, we want to congratulate Audrey and her team, and coordinated with TPD and FHP and all of those people to make us, there were a lot of people on our footprint all weekend. And no major incidents. That's deserving of commendation. Blessing. That's a blessing. Sometimes, and I'm going to get Coach up here because we got a couple more star players coming. One I want to talk to. There he is right there. There he is. QB1 is in the building. RJ, you better get in line for Ashley. As we continue our trek to raise funds for athletics, what Selvin said is very, very important, and I don't know if it went by you. We have to work together as groups to make this happen. We can't work in silos, so when there are opportunities to work together, we need to do that. Some in the university in the past have said, oh, we need to dissolve this group and dissolve that group and have one group. I think that would be a disaster, because you all donate because of the environment you're comfortable in. And you can see what we do, and you have a say-so in what we do with the funds that come from you. Same thing with Mr. Mitchell, with the non-revenue generating sports, and obviously our only official DSO, the Rattler Boosters. I want to recognize another group that I had a chance to interact with this weekend, the class of 1988. They were on the field. To date, the class of 1988 has given over $130,000 to FAMU. The point I want to make is, whether you give to the Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club, if you give to through the boosters, through Mr. Mitchell's organization, or directly to the foundation, we have to understand that it's our responsibility, even as students that didn't participate in sports, give back to your school, give back to the department you graduated from that allowed you to have that job and that house and that car, and you met your wife or your husband. So I just want to continue to encourage everybody that if we're all in trying to help support our university, we can help make our university better. Amen. All right. Stop. Selvin, you didn't mention the basketball game Sunday? Sunday. What time is it, Saint? Sunday at 4 o'clock. We need everybody in the Civic Center Our Rattler basketball team, led by Coach Charlie Ward, will face off in an exhibition against Florida State with Coach Luke Lux. I hope I said his name right. We need everybody there to support that effort because it's going to be a special day for Charlie. They're going to retire his jersey. So he needs to see Gun in the Gold and Orange and Green there to support him because he's Orange and Green now. And he got Orange and Green in his blood. So if you can, Sunday at 4 o'clock at the Tallahassee Leon County Civic Center, it would be great to see you all there. At this time, we'd like to bring up the head coach of the homecoming winning 1-1 in the SWAC, head coach James Colzie. And I gotta say this before he came up. He told us he was gonna change some stuff up. He changed some stuff up.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You guys get on me sometimes I don't always eat when I come in here. And part of that is because I don't like to eat before I talk. But today when I parked, I smelled the food from outside. I had to eat this morning. I had to eat today, guys. Welcome everybody. Glad to be here. I know, obviously, 25,000 in the stadium, 25,500 inside the stadium Saturday. Somebody said that it was close to 45 to 50,000 outside the stadium. I don't even know if that's even the right number, Vaughn, but and I doubt somebody was out there single-handedly counting people. But I know the 45 to 50,000 are outside. We're begging to get inside. But great homecoming weekend, obviously, and just kind of give you a little tidbit on how we have to handle our football team the week of homecoming. We naturally, just for the last 3 or 4 years, we've always practiced in the morning, so we had to continue to do that. But on Friday night, we had to, went to Moultrie, Georgia. We normally keep them here, on Friday before games, but on homecoming, we have to take them to Moultrie, Georgia, try to hide them as much as we can, and then we had the opportunity to use the high school there. Coach Sean Calhoun is the head football coach, and so we spent the night there Friday night. Woke up Saturday morning, went there, had breakfast. We did all of our meetings, all of our walkthroughs. They have a really, really good facility. We guys think we have a pretty good facility over there, and got a chance to just do all of our stuff before we arrived to the stadium. And so right when we arrived to the stadium, we were about 5 or 10 minutes late. Once we arrived to the stadium, it was Rattler Walk. So we had to do every single thing that we would do the night before a game and the day of the game. We got a chance to obviously get a chance to be a part of Rattler Walk. Guys got a very, very good opportunity to drive up to the stadium and see all the people that were out there outside. So again, always great to win. Always great to win on homecoming, and always great to feel the support and the love from everybody here that's here this afternoon. Football-wise, again, as mentioned, 4th year in the conference, being a part of the SWAC. This is a little bit of a different conference this year as far as expectations go. And I mean, normally this has been a defensive conference, right? Teams would hold teams, to under 20 points, and games were low scoring and things of that nature. But now you're looking at this year, right? You got teams, about 3 or 4 teams averaging close to 34 to 35 points a game. And you're getting scores of games of anywhere between 50. You get one game, I want to say it was 52 to 35 or 52 to 38. So there's a lot of scoring this year in regards to the SWAC conference. And right now the offense may have a little bit of an upper hand. So as mentioned, we go offensively this year. This past game, 33 points, 475 yards of total offense. You get four field goals from a man, Daniel Porto, with one of them being a 51-yard field goal, and got us an opportunity to try to stranglehold some of that momentum that we had lost. And believe it or not, it went 51. I thought he had a chance. It'd probably be 55-60. Now I'm going to share a little bit on the sideline as far as before we went for that kick. And we have our special teams coordinator, Coach Weston. And we were kind of in an odd spot offensively as far as whether to go for it or not. So, it was, when 51 yarders looked at Daniel. Hey, Daniel, can you make this? Daniel's like, yes, sir, coach. So I said, let's go ahead and try it then. And then obviously he kicked it for 51 yards. He's not the best. I mean, he's not one of the best in the conference. He is the best kicker in the conference.
Yes.
He's got a great leg, great job. We also asked him to do double duty as far as field goals and also doing kickoffs. So we were ahead 6-0, and then 2, 3, 4 plays later we were down 14-6. So we needed someone to yes. What's the ball? Sorry, is that me?
You know I'm gonna look out for my specialist. You forgot something very important about that kick.
What I forget?
It was against the wind.
Oh, well.
51 yards against the wind. Come on now.
Wind or no wind, he's supposed to make it, right?
Water against the wind.
I ain't asking, can he make it with the wind? I asked him, can you make it, didn't I? Okay, I didn't say, can you make it with or without the wind? We didn't have enough time for that. I would have had to burn another time out if I asked him all that question. But obviously, he's great leg, been really, really consistent all season. That's all we ask him for. And every once in a while, we have to kick one over 50 yards. And he did a really, really good job with that. But, again, talking about the conference, right? Offensively right now, scoring points is really the most important thing that we're trying to do. Yeah. And trying to put the ball in the end zone. And, at the time, first half, obviously got 3 field goals, but we felt comfortable offensively because we were moving the football. We were moving the football, putting the ball in the right spots, et cetera, et cetera. At halftime, we just talked about maybe, as opposed to kicking field goals, let's put the ball in the end zone. And then obviously we were able to do that in the second half. Defensively, did a very, very good job as well. I thought we, for an offense that was, had a great athletic quarterback, had some really, really good receivers, and I want to say for the most part kept them in check. We held them to 21 points. Obviously, 7 of the points came while we were punting, and obviously that's going to be something that we need to make sure that we address, continue to move forward. But again, team win. Excited for the guys. Got a chance to be in the locker room after a big victory like that, and the question that I asked them, and they'll tell you, the question I asked them after the game was, doesn't it feel a hell of a lot better coming into a locker room like the way we played, maybe as opposed to the last couple weeks? So congratulations to these guys. Obviously, they're some of our MVPs of the last 2 games, but team played well. Obviously, they saw the excitement and support that we consistently get from you guys, and that's all we asked for. Getting ready to play a Southern team, obviously that's gone through some change in the last 24 hours. So, the expectation is, we're going to see the best Southern team possible. And that's how we feel. And then for the last couple of days, got a couple guys banged up, but everyone's kind of getting themselves back going. And we'll be really, really ready to play once we got to play go to Southern on Saturday afternoon. I'm open to any questions. I know the quarterback's here, so y'all probably only going to ask me 2, and then you're going to ask him 22, which is why he came in the first place.
Coach, online, the first question is, how is Nayron Jenkins?
Great question. And I won't go too into detail as far as injuries go, but he's y'all saw him at practice today, right? Did y'all see Nayron at practice today? Okay, so he's doing a lot better than he was Saturday afternoon, but he is going through concussion protocol, and that's the best I can say on that ball. If that's okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Hold your hand up, Selva. Speak loud into the mic, please.
Good afternoon, Rattlers.
Good afternoon.
Just a question
Yes,
for
ma'am.
me and I'm sure some others might want to know. Remember when the receiver was headed for the end zone and 2 of our Rattler players went down? What happened with that? And they seemed like they both were injured. He tripped them over. Well, I asked you so you could answer. I hear answers in the gallery.
I'm trying to remember what play would that have been?
At the end of the quarter.
But you talking about when we had the ball, or did they have the ball? Okay, it was kickoff. Okay, yes. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well, I thought you said that we had the ball, but the play you're talking about, they have the ball. That was on kickoff, and one of our guys actually we hit each other. So, and one of them was Deion Villers and then Malcolm Majors. So Deion Villers actually, we have can't say what the word is, but he comes in and he's supposed to fill the gap. But as he was filling the gap, he actually hit Malcolm. So they, and both of them are fine. So they're both fine. Now, real quick, where did you get that jacket that you're wearing right there? It has? That's a pretty snazzy jacket. I like that. Okay. Bossman, didn't you and I see each other at the basketball game yesterday?
Yeah, coach.
And you didn't ask me anything yesterday. We were standing right next to each other. And you didn't ask a single question.
Well, I'm not talking to you today. I'm talking to Plato. Is it Plato, baby? Kicker.
Right, which one you want?
The kicker. What is it? Plato.
Daniel Porto.
Oh, Porto.
Porto, yes.
Okay, I'm talking to him. Now, I used to mess their names up in school. I told quite a few of my kids, your name is John Brown, superintendent, being if you want to. When I said John Brown, you would have stand up because I couldn't pronounce all the names. But look here, Plato. Hey, look here, man, you know who I'm talking to. That's your name. Yeah,
Hey, Coach.
Coach,
have him to stand up. So
just like you gave the coach that answer when he asked you, could you make a 51-yard field goal? Hopefully, you gave it to him with confidence. Hell yeah, coach, I can make it. I want you to give the rest of the players that confidence, and I want you to tell them, we are going out of this season with wins. We ain't losing no more. Now, do you understand, Plato? Thank you.
Daniel, he means every word that he just. He means it.
this question is more to the players, Coach.
Yes, sir.
I read online that Coach Wilson, I'm gonna call Von. Coach Wilson went into the locker room. I don't know if it was the night before or the day of before the game, but whatever he told those players, it seemed to have worked. So that might be something we might need to ask Mr. Wilson to do before every game.
Well, I'm going to share this real quick for you because
Don't repeat what I said.
I'm not going to repeat. We got church. This is church in here sometimes, right? We got to be careful. So every Friday, as mentioned before, we always bring in former player, and and Vaughn, I was actually heading to Thomas County Central to go watch a high school football game. And Vaughn calls me that, because we talked about being here, and Vaughn was caught up. See, where were you, Vaughn?
In traffic.
He was caught up in traffic trying to get to us. And happy that he was able to get there. And I'll let my guys, if you want to say what he said, Mr. Coach Graham. Can't repeat that? Okay. Well, Vaughn has come twice. And I want to say you're 2-0. Ain't you, Vaughn, on your speeches? There you go.
But what I did at the end.
He prayed for some of the words that he has used before he had prayed. How you gotta do it?
Wipe it clean.
He wants you. Whatever works, he wants you.
What that? Coach. Speak for him. That's attacker.
I play guard.
God. All right. I keep my eye, tell Coach, I keep my eyes on the offensive line, how y'all blocking up there. And I just wanted to tell you, man, good job, but keep low. I mean, when you come off that ball, come off it. And like we used to play all the time, you see a guy in front of you, a defensive guy in front of you, and he trying to get the best of us. Said, Coach, look, I got to get 5 yards on the next play. Jump offside and hit him. Put it on him. Because you already done told Coach you got to get 5 yards and make another field. But keep the good work, footwork. I told Coach, footwork. When you have footwork, 95% of your thing is footwork. Because when you get footwork, you get leverage on those guys. And defensive guys are kind of smart now. They're real smart. They come at you and they stop. And you think the play is over with. That's the time to put him on his butt. Because see what happened, he stopped. Because you think the play is over with, then he'll take off. Now you got to get momentum to block him again. But stay with him. Just stay with them and tell your offensive guy next to you, you look down and say, look here, man, you take that one, you take that one, I'm gonna take these. And you do your best. Okay?
Yes, sir. I got you.
All right, I'll be looking for you. I'll be looking for you.
Sir. And I know you guys will hear about it later on, but the people that we have here, starting from my left here, is big defensive tackle Nick Demetrius, long snapper here, Jack Carson Wentz, kicker Daniel Porto, offensive lineman Ashton Grable, and quarterback R.J. Johnson, the one that are here with us this afternoon. So probably should have said that to start off with. I apologize. Coach. Yes, sir.
This question is for you. Each time that you call timeout and the players go back on the field to start the running play and the clock starts, why does it take so long? You give us a heart attack.
I had some choice words as well for that very question that you're asking. You know, we had a couple of timeouts that we had to burn right before 2-point plays, and we had that conversation. When we talked about that yesterday, did we not? Yesterday morning, we got to be able to transition to what we're going to do next, whether it's after a touchdown, whether it's after a first down, you're right. We got to be a little bit faster, and sometimes we move Coach Burris back to the booth. This past week he went back to the booth this past week, so some of the transition of getting the plays in and out. But you are 100% correct. We got to be faster. We got to be smoother, and most importantly, we got to be better with that. Because I don't want to have to burn timeouts. We need timeouts. We burned about 2 this past Saturday that we could have definitely needed, and then 2 of those were because of that. Oh boy. I've been waiting. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hey, Coach.
How are you doing?
Hi, players. Good. I appreciate the win. I really do. We needed that, especially homecoming.
Amen.
However, Coach, I got this for you and all the rest. Number 2.
Goldie.
I don't like it when he messes up unnecessarily. 15-yard penalties unnecessarily. That is ridiculous. He set us back, and that's too many times that has happened. I think Vaughn said at the other meeting we had, see, I'd have had to come out there and snatch him off that field and put him on that bench or send him to the locker room, and me and him was going to be in that locker room for a little while. And I promise you, when he come out, he was going to be a golden child. But you all got to learn to play all 60 minutes. To be honest, I love FAMU football. I got 3 things on my list of life: God, my family, and FAMU football. And when FAMU football messes up,
The other 2.
I'm a hard person to get along with. Very hard. I had people that were sitting next to me got up and left when y'all lost the game the other week because they know that I was going to cut up. And you got to play FAMU football. I haven't seen it. I'm not putting you down, but I have not seen FAMU football this year yet. Now you got to play all 4 quarters from the beginning to the end. Hostile, mobile, agile, blood, sweat, and tears on every play. I literally want to see some blood, sweat, and tears out there from that other team. You got to play some hard football. I mean, play hard football. Y'all hit sometime like I can hit better than that. Y'all got to get better. I mean, tough. Because Southern is coming up. And guess what? Southern going to hit. So if you're not ready for it, you're going to be laid out on the field. Get ready. Play with your mind. Play with your heart. Want the game. Want to win. Because if you don't, somebody going to take it from you. But you got to have it in your heart that you are winners. Not the other team. You are winners. Am I understood? Am I understood? Okay.
We'll need another prayer if she does.
And that's the preacher. Let us say amen.
That's right.
She took my golden alarms question, so I ain't got to ask that one. I have a question about the center hacking the ball. It seems to be very low at a lot of times, and I want to know why.
Well,
He's down here catching the ball.
you want him to be in the chest every time,
Yeah.
right? You know, and
Not
you know,
down there.
even let's just say there's 65 snaps, you know, and you're hoping that all 65 hits the quarterback in the chest. But there is that understanding that sometimes it may not get to where we want it to get to. So so you're hoping that the quarterback can maybe save him if need be. You know, believe it or not, you look at the other side, their center was snapping the ball almost over their head all the time. And so not saying we were trying to bad snap each other, but at times it may not get there. That's when you ask the quarterback to bail him out if need be. But trust me, Ricky Taylor, Tommy Bridgewater, they're trying their hardest. You wanted to hit in the chest because no matter what play we have called, if the snap's off, the play's gonna be messed up, right? So and Ricky Taylor again, he's our center's coming back because of injuries. Tommy Bridgewater has moved over there, and he's, believe me, he's trying to hit that. He's trying to snap that ball every time to his chest. But we do have to ask RJ if it doesn't happen. RJ or Jet, whoever's back there, if it doesn't go where it's supposed to go, we got to make sure we catch it and then still be able to run the play.
My last question
Yes, ma'am.
is, what was your thought process in going for the 2-point conversion in the fourth quarter?
Well, because you want to make it, you want to get it to 14 points, right? So if you kick the extra point, then it goes to 13, right? So we wanted to make sure that we can get 2 touchdowns. So it was 33-21. If you get 2 points, then it's 35-21, right? So that's why we went for 2 in the other one, right? Trying to get it to 14 points. Yeah.
Coach, there's a couple of questions online. Let me start with, would you consider moving number 19 to safety?
No, he's been our boundary corner. He backed up Kendall Bowler for the last 2 years, and our safeties, have done a really, really good job as far as getting us lined up. But our boundary corner is normally either our first or best corner. TJ being one side, Amari being the second, and right now I don't know if we have a guy that could back him up on that other side.
Somebody says Southern's going to play us super tough like they always do. I hope we're able to score. And I want to add on to that question. Have you looked at some previous footage of Alcorn when Fred McNair was coaching them, since he'll be the head?
Well, I've seen him before, but with this information, we received the information yesterday. He's also been the offensive coordinator, right? So with the expectation that possibly could still be running some of the same stuff, but we're also going in with some things where we may see. So but we haven't looked at him per se. But we know Southern's going to play tough, right? Regardless, the record's not going to matter. Like I said, you could either get a super excited football team because of the possible change. But our guys understand the assignment. They know that we got to go out there and play well. We're going on the road. The focus needs to be the focus, and that focus needs to be about getting ready to beat Southern. And that's what practice has been about all week.
This last question for RJ. RJ, go up there and get the mic. RJ, you seem more comfortable running this offense than any time before. Was there something particular that you felt more comfortable that made you effective on Saturday?
Not really. Just understanding what's at stake. Just applying more pressure when need be. Understanding, whatever the team needs me to be. However much energy they need me to exert, however much points they need me to score, how much yards they need me to throw, how much yards they need me to run. That's just what's gonna get done. So that's just been that since day one.
Okay. Just so before he leaves, do you know your frat brother there? I didn't know until he scored the touchdown. You didn't see him shimmy in the end zone?
That darn shimmy cost a timeout. We over here shimmy. We trying to go for 2.
I think you need to run a little bit more, man.
I've been hearing a lot of that, and I definitely take heed to she can.
Yes, boss man, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm good. As you know, I'm a little different from some of the Rattlers. I have an ugly baby theory. When your wife goes to the hospital and have a baby, and the baby's ugly, you got to take him home. You can't leave him. And so I want the Rattlers to know, I don't have but one team in America. I don't care who else wins, but FAMU.
Yes, sir.
And so, it's going to be tough like this, but you guys got a chance now to shut everybody up. All y'all got to do is win now, and Jackson State has done you a favor by beating Alabama State.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, Johnson, I want you to know that the coach can tell you, I thought I saw something, and you proved me right. Coach can tell you, I noticed that last game y'all played, when y'all needed a touchdown, you threw almost 6 perfect passes. And I told Coach he might be on his way. And so, I'm glad you proved me right. You look like a different player, but I saw it the last game. And so, but to the guys, we got a chance to shut everybody up.
Was it 2 weeks ago? Was it 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago we talked? 2 weeks ago? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I'm talking about when you and I spoke. It was a couple. When you and I speak.
And this will be the last question.
Coach, I don't really have a question, just an observation.
Yes, sir.
2 weeks ago when you were here, I mentioned our average runs per game was like 3.4 yards.
Yep.
And I also mentioned that we were running the ball between the tackles.
Yes, sir.
On first down and getting about 2.2 yards.
Yes, sir.
So just an observation. In this game last Saturday,
How do we do?
we rushed for on average 3.9 yards.
Okay.
And we ran outside the tackle. On many of the running plays, I counted at least 13 times that we did not run straight up the middle on the defense. We ran outside.
You can't tell nobody I'm listening to you, okay?
Oh, all right.
Tell nobody I'm listening to you.
No, I don't think you are, but the team just looked a lot more aggressive, and I commend the coaching staff because you all did do some changes in this game. So, and guys, you responded like you always have. So
Appreciate that.
I just want to tell you, man, I was so proud.
I appreciate that. The coaching staff is, we, for the most part, I think we do a very, very good job. I think we work really, really hard to try to put these guys in the right position. And sometimes in the beginning, it might not work the way you want it to. So it's our job to make sure that we can make whatever the changes may be. But also want to make sure I point out, at the end of the game, we needed to run the football. We needed to make sure that they did not get back on the field. We call it the 4-minute drill, and then we did an opportunity, got 2 first downs, and then we got a chance to get into the best formation in football, and we call that the victory formation. So that's we were able to do that. Excited that the offense was able to do that. We had a big time throw on 3rd down, and then we had a couple big time runs to seal the game. So again, hopefully get a chance to see some of y'all in Baton Rouge. If not, if you are attending, please safe travels. And but thanks again for everything you guys continue to do. Appreciate it.
All right. We missed a week. We missed a week with the rescheduling of the Valley game. So we're going to do 2 sets of trophies. But also, I'm going to put this mic down so I can show both of them. This is our new fundraiser. These are coasters for your table. A set of 4 is $30, and we have them over at the table. Very, very nice coasters. If y'all can see those at home, for those that love the Rattlers. We got these coasters. Go see Clayton back there. And I think Dr. Jackson said we needed to order some more yard signs because we are doing really well with those as well. So make sure you support the club, and our efforts to raise money. These coasters, I got 3 sets. I'm gonna use these for Christmas. So please see Clayton, get the coasters. And now we'll start with Dr. Jackson. Who sponsored the North Carolina Central trophies, you know? Oh, the Cavs, Lloyd and Ella. Okay. So I need Coach, I need Dr. Jackson up front here. And Ashton, go ahead and make your way around the table up front. Yep. So players, this is how this works. When you get up to get your trophy, you say your name, you do your Rattler welcome. Do your Rattler welcome, your name, your class, where you're from, and position you play. Offensive MVP, Ashton Grable.
How y'all doing? My name is Ashton Grable. I'm from Gordon, Georgia. I'm a senior and I'm an IDS major, and I want to thank y'all for nominating me for this award.
What's your major?
IDS.
Interdisciplinary studies. Our special teams MVP for the North Carolina Central game, Jack Carson Wentz.
What's going on, everybody? What's up, y'all? Hello, my name is Jackson Carson Wentz. I'm from Canton, Georgia. I'm a communications major. And I'm so glad to be here, guys. And this is my first time here, and this is a blessing I appreciate all y'all's support. This is big time. So let's go get that win.
All right. And the defensive MVP for the North Carolina Central game, Nick Demetrius. Big Nick.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Nick Demetrius. I'm from Los Angeles, California. Play D tackle, and my major is interdisciplinary studies, class of 2025, and this graduate. Appreciate you guys for feeding me, you guys have feeding me there and nominating me for the defensive MVP. Greatly appreciate you guys for helping us, and we're gonna get this win this week.
All right. All right. For the homecoming game, special teams MVP, Daniel Porto. And I don't care what Coach Colzie said, I had to kick. It make a difference when you kick it against that wind. It's a big difference. But he still had to make it though. You're right about that side. Oh, that's Miss. So stand over here. So this is the lady that y'all hear online because they were like, they want to see Boss Man. Boss Man going already? They know your voice is online and they trying to put faces with it. So this is the lady who just preached to the team, Reverend Martha, for those at home.
Hey everybody, my name is Daniel Porto from Orlando, Florida. I'm a junior majoring in business admin, and yeah, it's a blessing to be here. Thanks for having me, and thanks for feeding me as well. And yeah, let's get the win on Saturday. Let's go.
All right. Defensive MVP for homecoming is a repeat. Nick Demetrius has been he's been the man. He's been unblockable lately. Hey, keep it up, Nick. We wouldn't mind 3 in a row. Keep it. You put them Jaguars down. All right. And our offensive MVP for homecoming quarterback, R.J. Johnson. Oh, now they frat brothers now. I had to tell them that was your frat brother. You see all this, they're doing the shaking and all that up here.
Good afternoon, family. You know, I appreciate the honor. You know, it's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing just to be, you know, a transfer student coming from Toledo down to, you know, FAMU, and just appreciating the atmosphere, appreciating, you know, just the playing time and being able to play for these guys behind me, for this coach right next to me. You know what I'm saying? It just couldn't mean more to me. You know, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a redshirt sophomore. I'm a junior studying philosophy and religion, trying to gain the credits to get back into the business program. So thank you, guys.
I got a friend of mine from Atlanta kept telling me how fast RJ was, and I hadn't seen it. So on video, and I got him in my viewfinder, and I see that people are covered, and the offensive line had a lane. He shot through that lane so fast, I had to zoom out to catch him. And so for HBCU game day, you know, I know Coach was talking about the penalty, but we love the celebration, so we keep filming. And I saw him shimmy. I was like, I've never seen him wear anything. I was saying, what does Selvin know? I thought about Selvin during the game. But anyway, thank you, players. I always tell them these are my little brothers. I'm always there for them year after year. One thing they'll know, that Vaughn is on their side, no matter what the record is. I go to bat for them. I have strong words with them. I'm going to pray for them. And then go raise as much money as I can for them. That's what I do. Anything else for the good order?
Okay, we have, I guess I'll do a little personal privilege, since we have one capital among others in the house. But we'll get our quarterback, RJ. Come on up. Okay, this is the combination of the drawing that we had. We were trying to recruit new members for Rattler Boosters. And RJ, what I'd like to do is take this bag, kind of just shake it up a little bit. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna shake it up. Don't open it, but just shake it up. Just shake it up. Shake it up good. Open the bag and shake it up. No, don't open it up. It's just Okay. Now you're gonna reach in and you're gonna pull one envelope out of there. Just one. That's a lot of it. Got one? Okay. You'll make that announcement.
Whisper in my ear how to pronounce it. William Yilmas.
Okay. The winner is William Yilmas. Okay. Congratulations. Okay. Thank you. Now remember to watch the game on your TV, but listen to 96.1. Okay? All right, let's go. And for those people that's out of town, I want you to know that you can get 96.1 from your radio. You know, that's the what do we call it? The online.
961jams.com. You can go online and listen, or you can get the 96.1 app on your phone, but 961jams.com. You can catch the game. Once again, Brian and Albert do a wonderful job, absolutely wonderful job. They do their research. They both know the history, so if something happens that's related to the past, those guys can bring it up so fast, so it's really good to listen to it on 96.1, which we sponsor. That's one of the things we do for the university. 220 Quarterback Club. And as a matter of fact, the halftime guest this week for the away game is Selvin, talking about the Rattler Boosters. So we've had FAMU Mary was the halftime interview this past week. So it's the Rattler Boosters this week, and they'll tell you all that's going on with the Rattler Boosters. So once again, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Do we have any first-time visitors? Any first-timers? Oh, who let him in?
$25.
James, Austin, you can pay your $25. You can come anytime. Good to see you, brother. Anybody else first-timer? All right, anybody from out of town travel? Okay. Once again, I understand Florida Classic tickets are selling pretty fast, so make sure you go and make sure you are set for the Florida Classic. I know we don't like to talk about games that's not this week, but we don't want you to get down to Orlando and be sitting next to some Wildcats or something, so go ahead and get your tickets. And somebody asked a question online about that other school. They got to know I was not going to ask that on this broadcast. That's irrelevant. It was invisible to me. We'll cross that bridge when it comes. But once again, for those who are going to Baton Rouge, safe travels on the road. Safe travels on the road. Eat some grilled oysters for me. Don't spend all your money in Biloxi and can't go to New Orleans. I'm not going to call no names or look at nobody. I'm not going to look. But all right, once again, it is an absolute pleasure and honor to be before you every single time I'm able to do so. Please stop by and get your coasters. Once they sell out, then you have to wait for them to get made again. So we got a limited number of coasters, and we have some more yard signs coming. All right. Once again, thanks for joining us for the Eddie Jackson 220 Quarterback Club.
Thank you.
And don't forget Sunday, the basketball game, Sunday at 4 o'clock at the Leon County Civic Center, the Tucker Civic Center, FAMU versus Florida State. Yes. $220 QB Club.